7:15. This is Virgin Radio Morning, the Kris Fade Show. We've got a full studio this morning. How cool! You know, we've had a lot of people come into this studio. We've got the big superstars that come in, and you know all the big singers and actors, and but these boys in the studio right now. Oh, this is awesome. This was like the coolest thing we have seen. You would have seen the video. It got launched just before the weekend. I think it was on Thursday that it came out? Thursday, literally, it exploded. Since Thursday, over 9 million views. It's been featured on like the American TV shows. Yeah, it's been on like CNN. It's been on everything. Everywhere. We're talking about Jetman/Jetmen. Those two guys flying right next to the Emirates A380 over Dubai, and we've got them in studio this morning. Yves and Vince, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh. Do people, the first question, do they say to you, are you guys crazy?
Yes.
And you say yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a compliment. Yves, good morning. Now, you are the creator of this jetpack, right?
Yeah.
How long ago did you come up with this, and why did you come up with this?
Now it's about 20 years, so a long time. And the idea was to come out of the box. An airplane is a box.
Yeah.
Fantastic box to go in the air with. But you are completely separated of the element air.
Okay.
And when I did discover skydiving, it was like a flash. I was an airline pilot, fighter pilot.
Right.
Fantastic machine, inside a machine. But when you are doing skydiving, like here at the Palm, Skydive Dubai, you are completely free, just with a little backpack on your back, and free of your movement, and completely in the air.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you go only in one direction, it's down.
So you wanted to change that, just going down. You wanted to be able to control.
Exactly. Keep that fantastic emotion of freedom to be floating in the air, but change the vector. Stay in the air first, and why not up? Go up, and we're also fun.
I think, you know, Pretty, myself, and Rossi, we sat there, we watched this video so many times, and we were just like, oh my gosh. Now, you're flying next to the A380. I don't know too much about flying or jets and all that, but I'm guessing there's a lot of thrust. There's a lot of air movement coming from such a large airplane in the air. Yeah. You guys are like a little dot next to the wings and the jets. Were you feeling that next to the A380? Could you feel the power of that machine?
No, actually, we haven't felt any turbulence at all. Like, we were ready for it. Like when we were doing the risk assessment with Emirates, they were showing us where would be the turbulence behind the engine on the wingtip. And when we came in with some margin, we realized that it was like no turbulence at all. Even when we changed side from one wing to the other and we stayed on top of the back of the plane, it was like really smooth. We could even like come a little bit closer. So no, beautiful.
How high were you up?
How high? I don't know. Like above the
the
tail.
No, you say the altitude we did fly, or from the airplane?
No, the altitude. How high in the air were you?
At the altitude, we were at 4,000 feet.
Okay, so now how do you control the jetpacks? I know it's like a backpack somewhat. You put it on you. It's got these beautiful wings, which got the beautiful X Dubai logo on the back of it. You see it soaring through the air. Are you controlling it with your hands? Is there buttons that you'll be able to throw the power? I don't know how it works.
No, that's really the steering is only your body.
Okay,
and that's what is fantastic. In an airplane, in a hang glider, on a parachute, you have handles or a stick or something, and you are steering a machine, and you follow the machine of which you gave the orders. Here, that's the wing that follows us.
Wow.
That means you fly your body, and it follows. It's like skiing, huh? You go
the momentum of your body weight.
If you go right,
it follows.
So if you go right, you go right. Like if your body shifts right, you go right, left.
Okay, then power-wise, what are you doing? How to get more oomph out of it? Is there?
Yeah, power-wise, we have a little thrust, like a roll on our thumb, where we can like accelerate and decelerate. And then for the rest, it's really intuitive. Like where you look, you are going. So it's an extension of your body, which is beautiful.
When I'm playing PlayStation and I'm playing it's like that. It's exactly the same when I'm playing the video games.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. When you're playing Grand Theft Auto, you know, and
yeah, Grand Theft Auto. You're trying to steal the car. You got to leave. Yeah, exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
but you don't have the buttons.
Yeah, true, right? All right, listen. Yves and Vince, Jetman are in the studio right now. A lot of questions have already started coming in. If you want to get any of your questions on the radio, we can get you on with the boys. Feel free through that free messenger app, or you can call us at 04-423-1000. Ex-Dubai Jetman in studio. You guys okay to hang out a little bit with us here this morning?
Yes.
All right, cool. They're not going anywhere. They don't have their pack, so I've just taken them off them.
Yeah,
okay?
that's good.
And we've got local superstars, global superstars, Yves Rossi and Vince Raffet. These guys also known as Jetman. You can check out all the details, jetman.com and at exdubai.com. This is Virgin Radio. The boys are hanging out with us. They were soaring right next to the A380
Yes.
in the air. The video has gone viral over the world. CNN, BBC, every big news. It made it. It made the headlines. Were you proud watching that moment? Because it's somewhat of a historical moment to have two guys with jetpacks flying next to an A380 with Emirates go around the world. Are you like, look, it's me?
It was a lot of happiness for sure. You know, like since I've been flying the jet wing and I've been going on an airliner, you know, going from one place to another. When I would look out of the window, I would like tell myself like I would be so cool to fly with him like next to the wing, and then like suddenly we've been doing it. So it was no, it was beautiful.
Vince, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay, you look like 23, man.
Yeah.
I mean, at the age of 31, I mean, getting. I'm sure not anyone can do this, Yves. I mean, you've designed the pack. You said you must have years of experience when it comes to skydiving, all right? But at the same time, mentally, it must be a lot more mental than it is physical.
Absolutely, yeah. It's also the spirit in which you go in such an activity. You have to be really careful if you want to stay long in the business.
Alive.
Alive. Yeah. So, yeah, we are not banzais, and we are guys who are planning things.
Yeah.
We think what is the next problem that will come, and we try to anticipate this. It's not just it's cool and go. So yeah, it's more mentally you have to prepare yourself to go in problems.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's we've got a few questions coming up. Like Jackie, good morning. How are you? Now, Yves was just saying about the problems. What was your question? Good question, Jackie. If there's anything goes wrong, guys, what do you do?
Yeah, if really it goes wrong, we can release the wing.
Okay.
And then we have still 2 parachutes on our back, even with automatic device that could open one of these parachutes in case we are unconscious.
Okay.
Really?
And that's why we are still here. I had during the
Really?
development about 20 times that situation that I had to release the wing. Because, okay, you cannot simulate it. You have to go up and try. And you have surprises. So
you had to release yourself from the wing and literally just jump out of basically a plane.
Yeah,
somewhere.
when you are in a spin completely uncontrolled or in a tumbling like that, and you cannot regain control.
Yeah.
We have also an audible altimeter that tells us, hey, now that's your minimum altitude, 2,500 feet. Beep, 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 like that in the air. It's the time, okay, now don't play, release the thing, and become a normal skydiver again. And yeah, plan B. Always have a plan B.
But like just spinning out of control, not knowing where you are. You've got a jetpack that you've been traveling. I don't know how fast you're traveling. I'll ask that in a second. And then you've got this sound ringing, beep, 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 beep. I mean,
How do you focus in the middle of all of that?
It's good to like be able to dissociate everything. Like he comes from a background of a fighter pilot. Me come from a background of skydiver, base jumper. So we are used to be able to react fast, and it's all about this. Like when it goes good, it's all fine. But when it goes wrong, you need to be able to like come back to reality, you know, and to deal with what's going on, and not let your emotion like goes too far, because you have like 5 handles to deal with, and according to what's going wrong, you need to have like a different procedure. So it's yeah, it's
Vince, are you telling you got a girl in your life? Are you
Yes, of course.
Okay, you got a girl in your life. Because there is nothing cooler than going to rocking up to Barassi on a Friday night, going, "Hey, what do you do? I am Jetman."
And you're like, "Oh, really?"
Does she worry when you're like out?
Yeah, Eves as well. I mean, your family, they see what you're doing in the air. They're like, "What are you doing?" Or have they now accepted you've been base jumping and fighter pilots? They've just accepted now. This is your life.
I think it's like they are like supporting us, you know. It's when you are doing those kind of activity, you cannot like hide stuff. So that is my girlfriend or my family, you know. They are like fully behind me, and they are our first fan for sure.
Oh, yeah, best supporter. My wife is my best supporter, and she's confident. She knows that. Again, I plan things, and yeah.
Let me before we get you out of here, I've got 2 questions. How fast are you traveling in the air with these jetpacks?
Up to 180 knots, that's 330 kilometers per hour.
Gosh. Whoa. That is amazing, right? And how did all this come about to come to Dubai? Like, why I mean, we know Dubai is the city of everything, but how did this idea that you were creating in Switzerland back home?
Yes.
How did you come here and now you're hanging out in Dubai? We're claiming you guys. You understand that? You are now Dubaians, as I like to say.
Exactly, yeah.
How did this come about?
Yeah, Vince made the link with Skydive Dubai at the beginning because he was already active here. Okay. And as my first student, and so he did speak about that, yeah, it would be cool, and so. And then I came, we did discuss, and I've seen here fantastic possibilities.
Yeah.
And that's really the city where the impossible become possible. And we have great support of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan
bin Mohammed,
who is a really accurate sportler and who likes these kind of activities, and he's supporting us.
I saw His Highness in the video that we were watching. We saw him inside the Emirates A380 as well, watching you guys doing this. I mean, that also must be really cool to have His Highness there supporting you every single step of the way.
It's a way to thank him.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time that we are doing some big thing, you know that last time when I was jumping from Burj Khalifa and he was there, like every time that there is like something new, something that goes over, he's there like to support, and that's beautiful, you know. It's we have some dream, and then in many other countries in the world it would be impossible to make it happen, and here it's possible because of his support and the support of everybody here. So
and his vision, you know. Many guys they say when they see us, no. He's saying yes, and that's great. It makes a big difference.
All right, listen, guys. I think all of us could hear you talk for the next hour about being jetmen and flying next to A380s in the air at speeds of 350 kilometers an hour. But we want to thank you both for coming in the studio this morning. Yves Rossi and Vince Refet. Am I getting that right? I want to say it right.
Yes, Refet.
Cécile. Refet. My French is horrible. Yves and Vince, jetman.com, and get to xdubai.com. It is truly a hashtag My Dubai moment once again. Guys, thank you so much. And until the next adventure, have you got anything planned? Are we going up next to a spaceship
Tell
us.
We're taking off from the ground.
You're taking off from the ground. That's pretty good. Again, Yves and Vince, thank you so much for joining us on Virgin this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.